everyone. We're going to be talking about using a dictionary. This information should sound familiar to you, but we're just going to review some of the important things you need to know about reading a dictionary and using guide words to help you. So let's review. Some of the things that we might use a dictionary for could include looking up the meaning to a word, finding out how to spell a word, finding out if there's a word that has multiple meanings, or finding out what part of speech a word is. Sometimes you might also see synonyms and antonyms listed in a dictionary, but that also is what a thesaurus is much better used for. Some of the reasons, again, like I said, might also include how you can pronounce the word, the right way to pronounce it. You might want to find out how you spell a word, and how you could also break the word into syllables in case you wanted to know how many syllables a word has. So to talk about guide words, a guide word means the words that are found at the top of each page in the dictionary. So they tell the first and last words that are found on the page. Guide words help us because then we can know whether or not the word we are looking for is found on that page, or if it's found on a page either before or after if we need to keep flipping. We use guide words so that we can search through the dictionary faster instead of having to read every single word on the page. So for example, we see the guide words bear, as in the animal, and beehive on this page. So any words that are spelled alphabetically that come before bear in the alphabet will be on the page before or further before it in the dictionary. And any words that come after beehive, when you alphabetize it, would be found on the page after or later on in the dictionary. So for example, these words all come on the same page as bear and beehive. So beaver, B-E-A-V, would come before beehive in the dictionary. So this word would be found. So B-E-A-R, R comes before V, so we know that V is here. And then we also can see that B-E-A, A comes before E, so this word does belong on the page. I can check that bed belongs on this page, bead belongs on this page, became belongs on this page because C comes before E in the dictionary, and B, as B-E-E, comes before beehive in the dictionary because this word is done being spelled. There's no letters that come after the E, so it would come before beehive in the dictionary. So now I'm going to show you some words, and we are going to practice alphabetizing them. So let's look at this. My guide words here are transportation and truck. Now what I like to do is put all of my words, including my two guide words, in alphabetical order and then decide where they would fall. So I'm going to put all of my words in alphabetical order. So I see T-R-O, and this is T-R-A. So I know that T-R-A comes before T-R-O in the alphabet. This is T-R-A again. This is T-R-A-I, but this is T-R-A-P. So A-I comes first. So I've got train, trap, trolley. T-R-A-C comes even further up in the dictionary before train. So I'm going to move these all down a little bit, give myself some space. And then I see T-R-I, tricycle. So I have my words all in alphabetical order, but now it's time for me to find out where they would fall in relation to my guide words. So I'm also going to include my guide words here, so I'm going to type them in right now. I've got transportation, and I have truck. So transportation, I'm going to look and see where this would fit. I now have T-R-A-N-S, T-R-A-N-S, T-R-A, this is T-R-A-I, so I comes before transportation, T-R-A-N, L-M-N, OP, so transportation fits here because N comes before P in the dictionary. So now I'll use truck, and this is TRU, this is TRO. Well, O comes before U in the dictionary, so truck would come after trolley. So I would know that tractor would fall on a page before transportation in the dictionary, and so would train. Train would fall before transportation in the dictionary, and then the rest of these words would be found on the page. Let's try another example. So here's another example. I have the words impudent and inch, and then my words that I'm trying to sort are impulsive, impress, inactive, and incline. So I'm going to put all of my words in alphabetical order first, and then I'll check. So I have impulsive. This is IMPU. This is IMPR. R comes before U in the dictionary. This is INALMN, so N comes after M. So this is INA, and then this is INC. So currently I have them all in alphabetical order. But I'm also going to include my guide words just to make it really easy for me. So I'm going to leave a little more room between all of my words, and I'll come in and I will type my guide words in here. So I have impudent and inch. So I will come in this and see this is IMPU, Elemento PU, QRS, TUV. So IMPU. Sorry about that. I knew I did this right. Okay, so impudent would come before impulsive, but after impress in the dictionary. And then inch, INCH, comes after inactive but before incline because H comes after L in the dictionary. So if I was doing this on scrap paper, I might want to draw a box around my guide words so that I remember that these are my guide words here. So only these two words actually fall on the page with the guide words impudent and inch. So I'm going to put the words impulsive and inactive up on the page, and then I will write put the impress comes before impudent and inch in the dictionary, and incline comes after inch in the dictionary. Let's try one more set of examples. So now I have the words hammock and hanger as my guide words, and then I'm trying to find out if these words would fall before the guide words, on the same page as the guide words, or after the guide words. So I'm going to start by putting them all in alphabetical order and then include my guide words too. So I see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. L comes first. This is because these are all HA words, so I'm looking at my third letter. H, I, J, K, L, M, no M's, N, 3 N's. Now, H-A-N, H-A-N, H-A-N. These are all H-A-N-D, D, D. So hand has no more letters after it, so that will come next. Then I see H-A-N-D-L, and this is H-A-N-D-Y. Well, H-A-N-D-L, L comes before Y in the dictionary, and then I have hardly comes last. So now let's include my guide words here. I have hammock, and I have hanger. So I'll come in and place these where they belong. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. So this is H-A-L, this is H-A-M. So M becomes before hand, but after half in the dictionary. And then I have hanger, H-A-N, and this is H-A-N. This is H-A-N-G. So G comes after D in the dictionary. So hanger would come after handy, but before hardly in the dictionary. So if I had to sort these, I could go back and I could box my guide words so that I know that if it becomes in between the two guide words, when I have them all alphabetized, then they would fall on the same page. If it comes before one of my guide words, then it would come on the page before, and then if my word was after the second guide word, then it would be on the page after. So let's sort these out real fast. Hardly comes on the page after. Half is found on the page before, and hand, handle, and handy are found on the same page as those guide words. Now we can continue. So you are going to stop here and do your exit ticket. Make sure that you use one of the strategies that I taught you today to help you with your exit ticket. You'll see questions like this on your SOL test, so it's important that you get the entire question correct, otherwise you will not be able to get credit for your question. Make sure you listen to your teacher about where the exit tickets are and how to turn them in.